Hello everyone, my name is Jason. Welcome to the latest edition of Tunes and Talk. I'm recording this on May 7th, which is a Friday, 2021. I hope everyone out there is doing wonderfully well. Looking forward to kicking off a great weekend. If you are new to my channel, this is the way it works. I sing you 10 songs and I give you a little innocuous chatter in between each one because that's who I am. If you're a returning visitor, you know how this works. Just sit back, get comfy. I'm doing something a little different with this particular edition. I'm calling it 2x2. I have 5 artists, and I'm going to do 2 tunes from each artist back to back. So you'll get a couple of Helen Reddy, a couple of Carpenters, a couple of Reba McEntire, a couple of Little River Band, and a couple of Carly Simon. How about that? You along for the ride? I hope so. We're going to kick this off with the Carpenters, because you know I love my Carpenters. Such a feeling's coming over me. There is wonder in most everything I see. Not a cloud in the sky, got the sun in my eyes, and I won't be surprised if it's a dream. Everything I want the world to be is now coming true, especially for me. And the reason is clear, it's because you are here. You're the nearest thing to heaven that I see. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. Your love's put me at the top of the world. Something in the wind has learned my name, and it's telling me that things are not the same. In the leaves on the trees and the touch of the breeze, there's a pleasing sense of happiness for me. There is only one wish on my mind. When this day is through, I hope that I will find that tomorrow will be just the same for you and me. All I need will be mine if you are here. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. Your love's put me at the top of the world. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. Your love's put me at the top of the world. Love those Carpenters. That was what they regarded as their country song. And I guess it does have a little bit more of a country bent than some of their others, with all that countrified guitar in there, that guitar, G-I-T-T-A-R, guitar, as they say down south, where I hail from originally. There was actually a little store in the town where I grew up, and it was a music store, sold musical instruments, and on the window, on the front window, they literally had GIT-TAR lessons offered. guitar lessons. I guess that means they're going to show you how to get tar. This next song was Oscar nominated. But the Carpenters didn't record it for the movie. I believe they did get to sing it on the Oscar ceremony, though. Bless the beasts and the children, for in this world they have no voice. They have no choice. Bless the beasts and the children, for the world can never be the world they see. Light their way when the darkness surrounds them. Give them love, let it shine all around them. Bless the beasts and the children, give them shelter from the storm. Keep them safe, keep them warm. Light their way when the darkness surrounds them. Give them love, let it shine all around them. Bless the beasts and the children, give them shelter from the storm. Keep them safe, keep them warm. Bless the beasts and the children, bless the beasts and the children, the beasts and the children. Bless the beasts and the children. I think the logo for the movie had a silhouette of a machine gun, but a bouquet of flowers was sticking out of the barrel. So a nice little, let's put an end to all this stupid gun shooting crap and get on with some peace and some love and some caring and some things that are beautiful about life. And I think that is a pretty terrific message indeed. Next up, we have the wonderful Miss Helen Reddy. Now, I'm going to have to give this song a little bit of a sex change, lyrically speaking. And if you've heard it before, you'll know why. Guess it was yourself you were involved with. I would have sworn it was me. I might have found out sooner if you'd only let me close enough to see. That ain't no way to treat me, baby, no way to treat your man, your lover, your friend. That ain't no way to treat me, baby, no way. But maybe it's a way for us to end. I was only being a picture with all the colors I know. While you were busy looking into wide blue mirrors and loving the show. That ain't no way to treat me, baby, no way to treat your man, your lover, your friend. That ain't no way to treat me, baby, no way. But maybe it's a way for us to end. There's a funny kind of consolation keeping me sane, and I'd really like to share it, crawl on deep in my brain. See the times you never felt me loving you or needing you, so leaving you now, you still won't know how to feel the pain. I was looking out for my happiness while you were looking within. And before you know, your own reflection always starts to tire you. It's happened again. That ain't no way to treat me, baby, no way to treat your man and your lover and your friend. That ain't no way to treat me, baby, no way. But maybe it's a way for us to end. That ain't no way to treat me, baby, no way to treat your man, your lover, and your friend. That ain't no way to treat me, baby, no way. Now, if you're familiar with that song, you know that when Helen recorded it, it's that ain't no way to treat a lady, no way to treat your woman, your lover. Wait, let's see. Treat me bad, lady. Yeah. But honestly, I've been singing it like that so long, I'm not sure that I could sing the original lyrics, but obviously I'm no lady. So, I give it a little sex change. This next song was actually written by Helen Reddy and Peter Allen. Now there is a power combination in songwriting. And it's kind of sad that they're both gone now, but oh, what a legacy they have left. I'm going to need to turn my volume up on this. I had this track specially created by the enormously gifted Mr. Joel Baker, who is the Desert's favorite pianist, accompanist, keyboard man, Mr. Piano. And I'm so glad that he created this for me. I'm always going to be so grateful for this. Smoggy day in L.A. Think I'll write a song. Know exactly what to say. Shouldn't take too long. First, I'd better clear my head. Start his coffee, make the bed. Should eat breakfast, but instead think I'll write a song. Did I hear the doorbell just as I sat down? Time to say a farewell, someone's leaving town. God be in your heart, my friend, glad to see you're on the mend. Hate to bring this to an end, but I thought I'd write a song. La 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 la, the melody keeps running through my head. La 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 la, the kind of song you sing alone. Foggy day in L.A. Think I'll write a song. Knows exactly what to say. Shouldn't take too long. Now I hear the telephone. Guess another morning's blown. Seems my time is not my own to try to write a song. Thought I'd write a song. I think that song speaks volumes about the way that most of us seem to live our lives these days, of trying really too hard to be all things to all people all the time, to try and be the best at your job and the best with your family and the best with your friends, and then sometimes you end up being the one who's excluded from your own life. I learned that lesson the hard way a long time ago. Every now and then, life reminds me of it. But really, since I moved to California several years ago, which is one of the best decisions I've ever made. It's a little easier to remember that in my own life, I deserve to take a pretty high priority. So I don't have to be all things to all people all the time, and neither do you. Remember that. What's up next? How about kicking things up a notch or three? This is a fun song by Miss Reba McEntire, and I love me some Miss Reba. Love Miss Reba. And granted, if you listen to the lyrics, the song's a little bit dated now in the era of smartphones and WhatsApp and Facebook Instant Messenger and every other app we have for communication, but it's still a pretty fun song. Oh, and I've never sung it before, except at a karaoke party once. Well, back in 1876, an old boy named Bell invented a contraption that we know so well. By the 1950s, they're in everybody's home. It's a crazy little thing they call the telephone. Now there's one on every corner, in the back of every car. You can get one in your briefcase, on a plane, or in your car. So tell me why haven't I heard from you? Tell me why haven't I heard from you? I said, now darling, honey, what is your excuse? Why haven't I heard from you. Well, there's no problem getting to me, baby. You can dial direct. I've got call forward and call wait. You can even call collect. The serviceman, he told me that my phone was working fine, and I have come to the conclusion trouble isn't with my line. I'm sure the operator will be glad to put you through. So dial 0 for assistance if this all confuses you. Tell me why haven't I heard from you? Tell me why haven't I heard from you? I said, now darling, honey, what is your excuse? Why haven't I heard from you? There better have been a flood, a landslide of mud, a fire that burned up the wires, a thunder so loud, black funnel cloud, a natural disaster I'm nothing about. Tell me why haven't I heard from you? Tell me why haven't I heard from you? Say now, darling, honey, what is your excuse? Why haven't I heard from you? Tell me why haven't I heard from you? Tell me why haven't I heard from you? Say now, darling, honey, what is your excuse? Why haven't I heard from you? It's a little country blues crossover. Isn't that a fun song? It reminds me of another song for which, unfortunately, there's no track or sheet music. But it was recorded by one of my favorite singers, songwriter, actresses, and personal heroes, Gloria Loring, who I've had the great pleasure and good fortune to meet and be in her presence like 3 or 4 times over the years. And it's called 20 Years Girl Time. It's on her Turn the Page album. And you should give that a listen. If you like that song by Reba, look up 20 Years Girl Time by Gloria Loring. See if you can find that either on a YouTube video somewhere or just give it a listen. Order it on whatever music ordering service you choose. It's a great song. Now, since we're doing twofers back to back, that means I got another Reba song coming up. This is one of those country heartbreak, but it's time to move on songs. You know I love those country heartbreak songs. Actually, I love heartbreak songs from just about any genre, but funny thing, in country heartbreak songs, they don't move on very well. They rarely ever move on. But in this one, there's at least the hope of moving on. And there's a nice long musical intro, so I can have a little more throat coat tea. There were no your car. Nothing much for us to say. One last goodbye, and you drove away. I watched your taillights as they faded in the dark. I couldn't face the night in that lonely bed, so I lay down on the couch instead. Last night I prayed the Lord my soul to keep. Then I cried myself to sleep, so sure life wouldn't go on without you. But Lord, the sun is blinding me as it wakes me from the dark. I guess the world didn't stop from my broken heart. Clock still ticking, life goes on. The radio still plays a song as I try to put my scattered thoughts in place. And it takes all the strength I've got to stumble to the coffee pot, the first of many lonely mornings I'll have to face. You call to see if I'm okay. I look out the window and I just say, last night I prayed the Lord my soul to keep. Then I cried myself to sleep, so sure life wouldn't go on without you. Lord, the sun is blinding me as it wakes me from the dark. I guess the world didn't stop from my broken heart. Oh, I guess the world ain't gonna stop from my broken heart. And that is a very bitter lesson to learn too, when you've been kicked in the teeth by love, as I have been on a few occasions in my life, and you probably have been too. That reminds me of the other song, The End of the World. I'm trying to think who recorded that. It was in the same era of like Connie Francis and Leslie Gore. You know, why does the sun go on shining? You know, don't they know it's the end of the world? You know, Susan Boyle did a beautiful, beautiful cover of that from her first album, I believe, I Dreamed a Dream. Beautiful cover of End of the World. Next up, I have a couple of others that are one's completely new for me. The other is almost new. The first Reba song I sang, I had only ever done once at a karaoke house party with some friends, and this one I am pretty sure I tried it once at karaoke maybe 8 or 9 years ago. If I did, I don't recall how it went. I guess we're about to find out. But I just know that I purchased a track at some point. And usually if I purchase a track, there is at least, I'd say, a 60 to 70% chance that I've tried to sing it at some point. But it's by Carly Simon, and I love Carly Simon. This was the theme song from a movie called Heartbeats. Heartbeat.
Baby sneezes, mommy pleases, daddy breezes in.
Heartburn, that was the movie.
So good on paper, so romantic, so bewildering. I know nothing stays the same, but if you're willing to play the game, we'll be coming around again. So don't mind if I fall apart, there's more room in a broken heart. Pay the grocer, fix the toaster, kiss the host goodbye. Then you break a window, burn your souffle, scream a lullaby. I know nothing stays the same, but if you're willing to play the game, it's coming around again. So don't mind if I fall apart, there's more room in a broken heart. And I believe in love, what else can I do? I'm so in love with you. I know nothing stays the same, but if you're willing to play the game, we'll be coming around again. Baby sneezes, mommy pleases, daddy breezes in. I know nothing stays the same, but if you're willing to play the game, we'll be coming around again. I believe in love, and who knows where or when, but it's coming around again. I believe in love, what else can I do? So in love with you. I do believe in love. I believe in love. And it's coming around again. Nothing stays the same, but if you're willing to play the game, it's coming around again.
A little rough around the edges, but I think I sang that once upon a time. Anyway, great song. The album is from Carly Simon, and the album cover is, or the album title is Coming Around Again. And as I said, it wasn't Heartbeat, it was Heartburn, and that it was a theme song for the movie Heartburn, and it starred Jack Nicholson and Meryl Streep, two Oscar-winning actors, and oddly enough, it only got very, very mediocre ratings and reviews, which just goes to show you, apparently it was a weak script, that even with the best of talent in front of the camera, if you don't have the best of talent behind the camera, sometimes things don't turn out as you expect. The only thing, I didn't see the movie, the only thing I do recall vividly was that in the trailers, in the movie trailers, at one point, Meryl Streep, who's her character's pregnant, and apparently she's going into labor, and they're like wheeling her down the hall in the hospital, and Jack Nicholson's running alongside the gurney holding her hand, saying, "We're going to do it, we're going to do it." And Meryl Streep says, "I don't want to do it. Can't we get somebody else to do it?" So, oh well, if only the movie had been as good as the trailer, right? So often that's the case. This next song, since this is a double play, a Carly Simon double play, I love this song. I've always loved this song. It's on that same album. I have never tried to sing it. I have no idea if this will be passable or if this will be a total shipwreck. The reason I've never sung it is because it's not in my key. It is so not in my key. But I found this backtrack karaoke track on YouTube that's already had the key brought down because I don't have that capacity with my equipment. So I'm going to try it. It might be a good idea if you're craving a snack to go and do that now. Go to the fridge now. Because as I said, this may crash and burn, but I'm going to try it anyway. Because if we never step out of our comfort zone, comfort can kill.
What do the neighbors say when they hear us scream at night? Do they talk about love, holding tatters? What do the neighbors know about the heart and soul, the fire down below that really matters? They can never guess, and the silence says that all I want is you, and a sexy hurricane we got here. Oh babe, all I want is you. I don't want a man who says good morning dear. No, I don't. All I want is you. All that I want is you. All I want is you. Nobody else, no one but you. Let 'em listen at the door. Let 'em listen through the floor. Let 'em go ahead and draw the wrong conclusion. So chase me round the room, make me crazy like the moon. They can never guess, and the silence says that all I want is you, and the sexy hurricane that we share. Oh, we share. All I want is you. I don't want a man who tiptoes up the stairs. He's gonna fall. All I want is you. All that I want is you. All I want is you. Nobody else will do. They can never guess, and the silence says that all I want is you, and the sexy hurricane that we share. Oh, all I want is you. I don't want a man who tiptoes up the stairs. He's gonna fall. Oh, Mack truck loving, jumping me jack.
All I Want Is You. Isn't that a great song? The track is only mediocre. It's a little more synthesizer than real instrument sounding, but at least it was brought down to a key that I could almost do it. But I love the message of that song of, I don't want some man who says, "Good morning, dear," and tiptoes up the stairs. Oh, give me your Mack truck loving and your freight train love whistling over my tracks and sexy hurricane. I don't want Clark Kent. I want Batman. Yeah, right. And yes, I know that's two totally different superheroes. I am a superhero geek, but that was my point. Got two more songs in this 2x2 Tunes and Talk edition. And they are from the Little River Band. And it's my two favorite songs from the Little River Band. LRB, Lurb. Do you like Lurb? I love Lurb. Lurb put out some great music back in the day. This first one, and you'll know both of these, so by all means, if you aren't already, feel free to sing along at home. Kind of takes you back, doesn't it?
Friday night, it was late, I was walking you home. We got down to the gate and I was dreaming of the night. Would it turn out right? How to say to you that I want to build my world around you. Tell you that it's true. I want to make you understand I'm talking about a lifetime plan. That's the way it began. We were hand in hand when Miller's band was better than before. We yelled and screamed for more. And that quarter tune made us dance across the room. It ended all too soon. And on the way back home, I promised you'd never be alone.
Hurry, don't be late. I can hardly wait.
I said to myself when we're home, we'll go dancing in the dark, walking through the park and reminiscing. Friday night, it was late, I was walking you home. We got down to the gate and I was dreaming of the night. Would it turn out right? Now as the years roll on, each time we hear our favorite song, the memories come along. Older times I'm missing, spending the hours reminiscing.
Hurry, don't be late. I can hardly wait. I said to myself, when
We'll go dancing in the dark, walking through the park and reminiscing.
Love that horn solo.
Now as the years roll on, I'm reminiscing. You and me, thinking about the way it used to be. We're reminiscing, just reminiscing.
Such an awesome song. That was probably, what, like 78 to 80. I'm guessing maybe 78. Could be 79 or 80, but back when music was still good. I don't know, that makes me sound like an old fart, like an old fossil.
Back in my day, by God, we had real music, and we liked it.
But you know, well, hey, you know I'm right, okay? If you're listening to this, odds are you're probably not a 20-something, right? You're probably someone more of my generation, and yeah, you know what? The music was just better back then. The 70s, single best musical decade. The 80s, best musical decade for R&B. The 90s, great music that in the smooth jazz area, ushered in smooth jazz era. And there's still some terrific smooth jazz being put out. People like Huge Groove and Dave Koz, and Chris Bodie and Candy Dulfer, people like that are still putting out great instrumental smooth jazz. But yeah, not a lot of really good pop music or R&B being put out these days, if you ask me. But that's okay, because we have the wealth, this treasure trove of great music from the past that we can pull up. Before I sing my last song, I want to share a little news, a little promo with you. The Live at 5 from Frankie's next Friday, May 14th, will feature yours truly and my best pal and favorite singing buddy, Tony Romano, as the featured act. Now, in case you're not familiar, Live at 5 from Frankie's is a Facebook live stream that is done 4 nights a week from Frankie's Old World Bakery and Supper Club. And they have this beautiful big back room, showroom, where they do live entertainment, or where we did before the pandemic hit. And Frankie and Luca and Hope Diamond, who's a wonderful local jazz singer, and this was her brainchild, and Frankie and Luca, the owners of the bakery, put it into practice, came up with this idea for Project Bread for musicians. And during the pandemic, musicians and singers were among the hardest hit, because so many of them are freelancers, and it was really, really difficult, and still is, for some of them to get like unemployment insurance, compensation, and that kind of thing. So Frankie and Luca and Hope, they had this idea. They're going to put a gift box there inside the bakery, and people can come in and donate either cash or a gift card, like from a local grocery store or a Target or a Walmart or whatever. Just drop a gift card in the box, and by donating, you will get a loaf of Frankie's freshly baked Italian bread, which is pretty incredible. And then if a local performer who is sort of struggling financially to maybe buy groceries or gas or cover the rent, if they need a little assistance, they can come in and take a gift card or whatever, out of the box. And it's just the kindest, most generous program that's helped so many people over the past year. And so to promote this, there is a live stream with local performers, and a couple of times there'll be people coming in from the LA area that know Frankie and Luca and Hope. And it's a 5-song set. And again, if you're on Facebook, just go to the page for Frankie's Old World Italian Bakery in Cathedral City, California. And next Friday the 14th, you can see my best pal Tony and me. And while I'm on here, I'm going to put in a plug for my friend Julie Lazzari. She's going to be the featured act on Wednesday of next week. So it'll be the 12th. And she is amazing. God, what a beautiful, beautiful lady and exquisite singer. And her accompanist, as will ours, be the fabulous Joel Baker, who I mentioned earlier in this Tunes and Talk. So I hope you're able to tune in. I'm going to close this out here with what is my other favorite song from Lurb, the Little River Band. I'm going to have lyrics up on the screen too, because I sometimes get lost in these lyrics, so don't think I'm ignoring you if I'm not staring at the camera. Here we go. Such a feel-good song.
If there's one thing in my life that's missing, it's the time that I spend alone, sailing on the cool and bright clear water. There's lots of those friendly people showing me ways to go, and I never want to lose their inspiration. Time for cool change. I know that it's time for cool change. Now that my life is so prearranged, I know that it's time for a cool change. Well, I was born in the sign of water, and it's there that I feel my best. The albatross and the whales, they are my brothers. It's a kind of a special feeling when you're out on the sea alone, staring at the full moon like a lover. Time for a cool change. I know that it's time for a cool change. Now that my life is so prearranged, I know that it's time for a cool change. Never been romantic, sometimes I don't care. Though it may sound selfish, let me breathe the air. Let me breathe the air.
Awesome sax solo.
There's one thing in my life that's missing. It's the time that I spend alone, sailing on the cool and bright clear water. It's a kind of special feeling when you're out on the sea alone, staring at the full moon like a lover. Time for a cool change. I know that it's time for a cool change. Now that my life is so prearranged, I know that it's time for a cool, cool, cool change. It's time for a cool, cool change. I know that it's time for a cool, cool change. Now that my life is so prearranged, well, I know that it's time for a cool change.
And after a year of pandemics and lockdowns and whatever, I think it is time for a cool change. And you know what? I feel like it's coming. And it's going to be great for all of us. So stay safe, stay healthy, have a great weekend, and hopefully you'll tune into that live stream I mentioned next Friday. And we'll do this all again on the next Tunes and Talk. Love you guys.